Secrets of where it all went wrong for Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban after pair secretly split last summer. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban quietly separated months before announcing their divorce. A relationship collapse, insiders tell, was long brewing beneath the immaculate surface of the pair's so-called perfect couple image. The duo, who married in 2006 and share two daughters, Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, confirmed their split on September 29. But according to insiders, they had been living apart since the beginning of the summer. Cinematic start and early crisis. Behind that timeline, insiders point to growing distance, shifting power in their careers, and long stretches spent on opposite sides of the world as reasons for their ultimate split. Urban's decision to walk away from the marriage was said to have blindsided Kidman, 58, who had been trying to preserve what remained of their marriage. The couple's romance began with cinematic flourish. Introduced by Geoffrey Rush at Day LA in 2005, Kidman, already an Oscar winner for The Hours, was instantly drawn to rising country star Urban, now also 58, who had become a Nashville powerhouse with hits like Somebody Like You. Speaking on Ellen DeGeneres' show in 2017, the actress said, "I had such a crush on Urban, and he wasn't interested in me. He didn't call me for 4 months." Their relationship accelerated quickly once he did call. On Kidman's 38th birthday, Urban arrived at her New York doorstep at 5 a.m. with gardenias and swept her to Woodstock, a gesture the star later said made her think, "This is the man I hope I get to marry." They wed the following year in Sydney, but within months the marriage was tested when Urban entered rehab for alcohol and cocaine addiction. He told Rolling Stone in 2016, "I caused the implosion of my fresh marriage. It survived, but it's a miracle it did." He and Kidman rebuilt, moved to Tennessee, and raised their daughters amid a blend of domestic quiet and global celebrity. Growing distance and separate lives. Yet strains began to show as Kidman's work intensified. Since 2007, she has filmed nearly 40 movies and 10 TV shows, including Big Little Lies and The Perfect Couple. She recently rented a mansion in London while filming the sequel to Practical Magic, spending months away from home. A source said, "It's startling how long they've been living separate lives. It really feels as though they drifted off in different directions." Another tension point came from Kidman's steamy roles, such as in the 2024 erotic thriller Baby Girl. Urban grew visibly uncomfortable discussing her intimate scenes, once ending an interview when asked about her on-screen chemistry with co-stars such as Zac Efron. Signs of imbalance appeared again last year when Urban bristled during an interview, snapping, "I'm not going to talk about her," after being asked about Kidman instead of his own career. According to one insider, Keith felt he'd slipped from being a worldwide name to more of a plus one. That shift in dynamics was something he ultimately couldn't handle. Another source said, "They did their best to keep things intact, but the reality is they'd been growing apart for quite a while." Meanwhile, an accusation Urban had an affair early in his relationship with Kidman lingered, without comment from either party. Kidman once said, "I want to be in love for the rest of my life. I want to be an old woman still married to Keith, and looking back going, what a lovely, lovely journey together." But that future is gone. As the actress also admitted while promoting The Perfect Couple, anything that's presented as perfect, forget it.